joining us. You've seen her on The Talk. She's the co-host there, and she lights it up. She is amazing. She's on Steve Harvey every other day. She's also what people don't know. When I first met you, you were registered Republican, so we're going to talk about that, and also a military
Okay.
veteran. Let me welcome the one and only Cheryl Underwood.
Hey, now, what's up, sis? What's up, sis? Uh-oh. And I'm loving the
Uh,
music. I'm loving the music, and
that's
we
right.
need that kind of mindset with the Nina Simone. Go ahead and educate the people. Nourish them.
That's
Nourish
that's
them.
what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So we were talking before you got here about what's happening in Portland, and
Yeah.
I was thinking about you because after you graduated from college, you went into the military.
Mm-hmm.
To be in this military today under this president, I'm just what would be going through your head? What would be going through your mind?
Well, I like the fact that the military hierarchy banded together when they figured out that they were being used as a photo op and being used against the people. The people have the right to peacefully protest. That's right. And that's in the Constitution. So when the military said we will not be used for this, I felt that that was a good thing for this nation. What is happening in Oregon and what they're attempting to do in Chicago, where they send in these federalized policing bodies, where they're doing things like that, the people have to stand up. That's why voting is so important. And you must put in the right people who have the temperament, the mentality, and the presiding officer knowledge to be able to lead this great country. When you have people taken off the street so that you don't have any insignia on, I can't get a badge number, I don't know what's happening, that only happens under dictatorships, totalitarian regimes. That happens in places where we as Americans and our leadership would be complaining against it, and now it's happening right here in the good old USFA. And I'm glad that the military is saying we're not going to be a part of this, but the country has got to speak against what President Trump is doing. And I'm saying this as a registered Republican. Trump has got to go as president, and I have a right to say that as an American.
All right, that's it. There are a lot of people who are registered Republicans who are walking in lockstep. There are a lot of people who say they just won't vote. What do you say to them, Cheryl Underwood, and what's your stance on that right now?
Here's my stance. Now, you would probably consider me a never Trumper because when President Obama was running, when he was Senator Obama running, I campaigned for him because I thought he was the best person for the job. Nothing against the Republicans that was running, but I thought he was the best person for the job. When he was President Obama running the state president, I campaigned again because it wasn't about us just putting him in. We need to show that we had the power and the influence to keep him in. Now, I will not be voting for Trump. I didn't vote for Trump last time. I felt Hillary should have did more work. She need to get out there. Trump over there flying the plane in places. Well, people ain't never seen no plane with no regular person name on it. Nobody know who's United. Nobody's last name is United. Nobody's last name is Continental. You know what I'm saying? And Deltas are Soros of Delta Sigma Theta. So when they saw a Trump plane, they was like, that's our dude. He going to look out for us. Well, he's a fraud. He's a con man. When your own kin people start talking against you, girl, the me done told it all. I'm like, listen, it's done. It's done, daughter. So I can say that as a Republican, but I'm proud of what Joe Biden is doing. We must run a strategic campaign. So for the people that say I'm not going to vote, you will help him win if you do not vote. We need to overwhelmingly vote, and where by law you can vote by mail, I think it's Utah, I think it's Washington
Oregon.
State. It's a couple other states, that's Oregon. Then we need you to vote by mail. And don't say it's fraud, because that's the only way they can vote in Washington State. You go up there, no postage. Girl, they call you if your ballot is messed up and go, listen, is this what you was trying to do? And these signatures and check this out. So they do a lot of customer service with the voting, but don't let people talk you out of your right to vote. Where you can legally get a ballot, you need to get that ballot early, and we need to vote. We need to get out there and vote. That is your right as an American. And we have something called Black Radio Solidarity, and we want you to join us. We are going to turn up the turnout. Two things. Census. You must fill out your census form because they don't want you to fill out the census, and the numbers is low. And I'm part of the census team. We have got to do this so we can get the right money appropriated to us, and we must vote. But it's not just the presidency. You mentioned something about the people that are supporting Trump for their own means. Well, they need to be voted out. You do not care about this country when you only care about one dude that's a madman in this country. And I say this about Pence, too. He probably just happy to be somewhere. You know that, listen, I can tell you stories because I still go to the parties. And I can tell you stories about how Melania talking about go with Pence. Wow, he going to be happy to be number 2. That's not what this is about. This is about COVID-19 and why the president is not handling this well. If you don't listen to Fauci know everything, and y'all don't want to listen to this dude? Okay, what question you want to ask? I'm sorry. I get on my soapbox because as an American, I got a right to vote. Now, we're not going to come up with nobody good on the Republican side. Mitt Romney, hold on. We got to let Joe Biden and Kamala Harris get there first. I'm sorry. I got to shout that out. Woo!
We don't even have a minute left, Cheryl Underwood. You're going to have to promise to come back and give us a full 30 minutes.
I'm coming back. You want me to come back next week? What you want me to do?
Yes.
I do once a week.
Next week, same time, 10 minutes earlier, because Laree got questions. She had a bunch of questions for you.
The talk don't play now. The talk be like, I'm going to need you to sit here. I'm going to need you to put the wig on, and I need you to do what I need you to do. Shout out to CBS. I love you.
I see.
Steve Harvey. Shout out to James Brown. And, I got to do this. I know you don't have a lot of time, but we need to continue the fight and the legacy of Reverend C.T. Vivian, of Mighty Brother of Alpha Fraternity, and our brother of Phi Beta Sigma. I'm a member of Zeta Phi Beta. So John Lewis, Honorable Congressman, John Lewis is my fraternity brother. The good fight, the good trouble. We still going to get in it. Black Lives Matter. Always. Woo!
Cheryl Underwood, y'all. Just give it up for her. She'll be back next week. That's right. Yes. Follow her. It's Cheryl Underwood. I got 1,000 questions. Laree's got 1,001. We're going to have you back next week. You look beautiful, by the way.